Question: what do the numbers 650, 2,150, and 30 million have in common? If you are like us, you have no idea. But however, according to a 1995 study at the University of Kansas, which followed children from the ages 0 to 3, that those children who came from low-income households heard on average 650 words per hour. Children who grew up in middle to upper-income houses heard an average of 2,150 words per hour. This study found that there was a difference of 30 million words between those children that grew up in a low-income house and the children that grew up in an upper to middle income house.
This information was important to our student leadership class here at Andrews High School because Andrews community has a poverty rate of 80.1%, which is 37.5% above the state average. Our high school, middle, and elementary schools are Title I schools and all have a 100% free and reduced lunch. With so many students coming from low-income households, we began to understand how much of an impact 30 million word gap can affect our community.
As we began our project, we found out that beginning in 2017-2018, Act 284 of the state of South Carolina, better known as the Read to Succeed, requires that all third grade students take the SC Ready test to show that they are proficiently reading at a third grade level. If a third grader is reading below a third grade reading level, he or she will be retained. Our teacher, Coach Brandon, shared with us that this would affect his daughter as she is in the third grade this year.
Finally, we found out why. Our student leadership class wanted to create a way to reduce the 30 million word gap for our pre-K and second grade elementary students, while also helping them to prepare for the third grade SC Ready test. And this is how our project got its name, Step Forth to Reading. As we began our project, we created our mission statement, which states that the mission of Step Forth to Reading is to provide assistance and preparation to children grades pre-K to second at Andrews and Sampit Elementary, so that they are promoted by passing the SC.
Now that we established our mission statement, we next worked to establish our goal. We identified that there were 611 students in grades pre-K through second between our community's two feeder schools. Our student leadership class set a goal to provide each of those students with 10 books each to either begin or add to their personal library. This meant that we had from August to January to collect 6,110 gently used or new books.
During the month of September, we invited the principals and reading coach from Andrews and Sampit Elementary School to attend our presentation of our project. We also wanted to ask their permission as well as to receive feedback and suggestions from them on our projects.
We also invited local businesses to attend our sales pitch for Step Forth to Reading project, as we wanted to provide these students with new books as well as used books. After our presentation, we received over $3,000 in donations from these businesses.
During the month of October, our student leadership class held a week-long book drive between all first block classes at our high school, where we collected 3,200 books. The first block class that collected the most books won a free breakfast from our student leadership class.
On December 1st, 2017, we took 20 students from Andrews and Sampit Elementary Schools on a surprise book shopping spree that we called Santa's Little Readers. Our student leadership class used the $500 that we raised through our teacher car wash and paired each child up with a student from our class. Each child was given $20 to spend on a new book at Books A Million as a gift from us. After the students purchased their books, they went to the food court to read with their big buddy. But our biggest surprise was yet to come. We had one of our classmates, who we call Big Joe, dress in a Santa suit and surprise the children. Santa even brought them one extra book to take home. Once Santa visited our student leadership class, we took the students out for lunch at Chick-fil-A.
On December 6, 2017, we were invited by the Andrews Elementary School to attend a community forum on the Read to Succeed bill and the South Carolina State SC Ready test, which was being held by our school district. The Andrews Elementary School administration asked us to present following a presentation by Mr. Frederick Cohens, who is the Executive Director of Elementary Schools. Our presentation and message for the community was simple. We informed them of our project, Step Forth to Reading, and explained to them about the goal of collecting 6,100 books. But we explained to the parents that all of our effort would be a waste if they did not take the time to read with their children. We explained to the parents that they are the missing link. Dayton Altman, who is one of our student leadership members, used a casting net to explain the importance of knowing what to do with what you have. He asked all parents in attendance if they knew what a casting net is and what its purpose is, or better yet, if they knew how to use it, to which many replied no. He explained that it is used to catch fish by throwing the net into the water while trapping them. He then explained that the net was much like the books, and if you were not taught how to use them, then you would lack the basic performance skills.
We can bring the books, but if the student is not read to at home, he or she will not gain anything from the books. It's up to you, the parent, to enforce reading in your home.
Now that we have all these books, we need a creative way to deliver them to the students of Andrews and Sampit elementary schools. One of our students made a suggestion in class that we do a book surprise similar to what Oprah and Ellen do on their TV shows. But before we could make our surprise delivery, we had to sort the books by grade level into stacks of 10 and then pack each stack into a grocery bag.
This took our student leadership class over a week to complete. Now that we were packed, we made our first delivery to Sampit Elementary School on February 2nd, 2018, and our second delivery to Andrews Elementary School on February 9th, 2018. These were the days that our class had been anxiously awaiting, and we were super excited to achieve our goal, but most importantly, we knew that we were going to make an impact on a child's life.
So we invited all students from grades pre-K to 2nd grade to attend our book reading by several students from our student leadership class, or at least that is what they thought. We did have several students in attendance to read children's stories and do a question and answer with these students about the importance of reading.
Hey, guess what, everybody? Everybody's getting books today.
However, what these students did not know is that behind the curtain, the rest of our class was waiting to surprise these students by giving them their own bag of books to take home. Finally, the time came for us to open the curtains and surprise the students, and when that moment finally happened, there was nothing but pure joy and excitement on the faces of these students.
We just got books and not the only ones getting books, because everybody else here is getting books. Free books for everybody. Now that our project has come to an end, we would like to leave you with a quote by Dr. Seuss. You're never too old to write it, too wild, to pick up a book and read to a child.